Got a 5.3 iron LS block here. We're doing some work for a customer on. So I got this thing upside down here. I want to talk a little bit about a oiling modification we do on all these now. Used to only do this modification on stock block race stuff, but we've had plenty of success with the race stuff, so we've started doing it on everything. So most of you that are any familiar with this platform, these have a crank-driven oil pump that bolts. You know, if you can imagine a crank laying here, and it bolts to the front of the block with these 4 holes right here, and bolts to the front. And then once the pickup tube picks up the oil and it goes through the pump, it's pumped out, pressurized into this port, makes a hard 90, and over to this gallery, makes another hard 90, and then goes down the block. So comes down this way, over, and down the gallery and the block right here. And then it gets to right here in these blocks. And there's a diverter plug that goes in here that basically seals off a passage so the dirty oil comes, it hits here, makes another sharp 90, comes up this gallery here and up into the pan where the filter is. Gets filtered, and then it comes back down this port and down, makes another 90, and then another 90, and comes, you can kind of see the entrance there, comes up the back of the block here to feed this lifter gallery. And on the back of there's a plate that goes back here. On the back side of that, or on the inside of that plate, there's kind of an opening that allows oil to cross over to this lifter gallery and then down, and oils the engine. Well, most all of us know that's messed with any of these have these barbell plugs that go in here. Call them a barbell plug, oil diverter plug, same deal. So, and if you can imagine, it goes down, goes in this passage all the way through like that to block off the oil, to divert it, the dirty oil, to the filter. Well, I've never really liked these. They do work fine. I mean, we've used them in the past. They've been used forever and they do work fine. But what we do to make it even better, and even better than some of the aftermarket options they have, because they have some aftermarket fancy aluminum ones that are, they've got an O-ring down here that, completely seals this edge off. Because one thing I've found is this diverter end right here that's responsible for stopping the dirty oil, these things vary as much as 20 thousandths on the OD. I mean, that's significant, because I mean, these aren't, they're just injection molded plastic, that go right here. And 20 thousandths is pretty significant when you're talking about bearing clearances that are 2 thousandths, 2.5 thousandths, 3 thousandths. I mean, that's letting contamination that's getting into your bearings cross over to into your clean oil. And like I said, the aftermarket's come up with these aluminum ones that's got O-rings that seal up. They're 25 bucks or so, and that kind of solve that problem. But the issue that I haven't seen anybody address, and it's not necessarily an issue because they work fine, they do their job, but we try, and if there's a place we can make something better, we try to make it better. So you spend 25 bucks and get the billet aluminum one that's got an O-ring down here that seals this off, but it doesn't address this portion right here, this bar, so to speak, that the clean oil has to flow around and in that passage before it ever can feed up to lubricate the engine. So what we do on all these now, we used to only do this on race stuff or performance stuff where guys were running stock blocks. What we do now is we completely get rid of this, completely, where you don't even use this. So what we do is we machine up billet aluminum plug that you drive in the same port where your barbell plug goes, but it drives in right here and completely seals this passage off, so you don't have any possibility of dirty oil coming in here crossing over, because you have all the variants in this end of these plastic ones, and it completely seals it off. And it also addresses this center section right here, completely does away with it. So you drive that plug in, and then the same freeze plug that goes in this end, so you drive that in there. You take another one and you put it in this end, and you just drive that in flush, and then your cover goes over that. And now you have a completely open clean oil port to go in and feed the engine. It's completely open. It's basically like a 20% increase in volume in this area back here alone when it goes to feeding the engine. So this is what we do on these. And this kit that we have, we keep a ton of these and a ton of these in stock. We have a local customer that makes these for us, about 50 at a time. And this kit right here, which I think completely eliminates any issue, because once you drive that in there, you never have to take it back out, because you can get to this side for cleaning and you can get to this side for cleaning, because this passage is drilled all the way through the block. So once that's in there, you never have to take this back out. If you know, something happens, you tear something up, whatever, you just take that plug out and you can clean the oil gallery out. So this is what we do. This kit, you know, those aftermarket fancy aluminum ones of these are, you know, anywhere from $20 to $25. We keep these in stock, and we sell these for, I think it's about 14 and some change, maybe 15 bucks. Mainly because we have to have the material cost, and like I said, a local customer makes these in a somewhat low production run for us. So anyway, this is just a modification that we do that I believe is beneficial to everything now, because we're doing this on street stuff and stock block race stuff. So anyway, give us a call if you have any questions, and we'll get you one of these out if you want one. Thanks.